Are you looking to rehome your pet pig? My name is Autumn. I am a mini pig expert. I've had them since 2003, and I today help families to understand and be able to care for their pig with confidence. There are many reasons why somebody would want or need to rehome their mini pig. Um, Whatever that reason is, it's important to understand that pigs bond very deeply with their family, their herd, and being put in a new herd or changing herds is not a natural behavior for a pig. So when it comes to being rehomed, this is something that's very stressful for them. It's really hard for them. They're emotional beings. And so there are some things that we can do in making that transition much easier for them. So let's talk about some tips and how to make sure that your pet pig is happy in their new home. Number one, are you sure you can't keep it? Remember, they bond deeply. Um, if you're having behavior problems with your pig, if something it's getting bossy, it's being destructive, there are so many things that you can do to help that. Reach out to me and I can point you in the right direction. But it's also interesting to note that moving a pig outside permanently, most likely everybody's going to be much happier. If your pig is having behavior issues, when you move them outside, you are no longer rubbing elbows with them continuously, and they don't view you as competition anymore. They more view you as a neighbor. It's kind of like a teenager. If a teenager lives in your house, you know, they can be scary. But to other people, they're kind and they're so sweet and they're nice, and other people only have good things to say about them. So it's how they treat you. They treat us differently when we live in the same home with them, or if we're just interacting with them several times a day, if we're just feeding them, if we're just out there for a good back scratch a couple times a day or whatever, even a week during the week. They view you at differently. So they don't have the need to be bossy. They don't have the need to be aggressive. They don't have that anymore. So by moving a pig outside, it is a wonderful solution if you have a pig that is, I already mentioned, destructive, bossy, mean. What they will need is they will need adequate housing, adequate fencing. Pigs are smart and very strong. Make sure you're using fencing that is not just flimsy that they can knock over or get under. This has to be permanent fencing. It's a great thing to do. I have one pig who's my pet who lives in the house with us, and she is sassy. She's bossy. She's sassy. Now, I have her trained really well, so she does fine. My outside pigs, I call their name, they come right to me. They don't have that same bond, the same kind of relationship with me, I should say. They are bonded to me. They do excellent with me, but it's a different kind of relationship. I don't have issues with aggression or bossiness out there. Number two, if you are going to look for a new home for your pig, do not advertise a free pig. Advertising a free pig is like advertising a free ham, okay? It doesn't matter how small the pig is, people will just see it as a free meal. So be very careful when you're advertising. If I have a pig that I'm helping to find a home for, I do not advertise that it's free. When people reach out to me, I usually say there is a small rehoming fee, and then I want them to fill out my application. I want to talk to them. I want to know that they want the pig and not anything else. So it's very important to talk to people. Don't just give it to the first person who's interested. Number three, offer them resources that you find helpful. So whether it's a YouTube channel, I have courses preparing for a new piglet, applies to a new pig in many ways. And it's very cheap. It costs $25. So I try to make it accessible to everybody. This will set somebody up for success. Donate it to them, give it to them so that they can watch it beforehand, make sure that they are up for the challenge of a pet pig if they've never had one before. Number four, be honest with people who are interested in taking your pig. If your pig has issues, if your pig has health problems, if your pig has, if it's destructive, if it tends to be bossy or aggressive, be upfront with them. Don't just pass on issues, a pig with issues, to somebody else. It's just going to continue to be rehomed. Don't do that. Really sets people up for failure when it comes to their pig. Tell them the truth and advertise that. My next point is, say that you're looking for an experienced pig family or experienced pig owner that you want to, that you're looking for this kind of new home for your pig, and then be honest with them. Tell them the truth. An experienced pig person is going to understand that pigs are bossy, that pigs can be destructive, that pigs can be messy, that pigs can chew things up. They're going to understand that, and they're already probably going to have a plan in how to handle it. Don't be overly controlling when it comes to somebody who's going to take your pig. If you're desperate, a good home is what we're looking for. We're not looking for somebody who wants to give their pig the Taj Mahal. Okay. We're not looking for somebody who we can micromanage and say, they need this, they need this. And no, you give them the information and then you back away and you let them take care of your pig, which is now their pig. And the person that you choose, you need to trust that they are going to take care of it to the best of their ability. So if your pig has been a house pig, but they want to keep it outside, let them keep it outside. Your pig is probably going to be, the transition is going to be a little easier just because, I mean, it could be. It's just, it depends on your pig. So it's important to not micromanage that, but make sure that you put in the time and effort to talk to these people and make sure that they are a good fit for your pig. Next would be, if you need help finding a home for your pig, consider the Pig Placement Network. Susan, the lady who runs the Pig Placement Network, is wonderful. She's a wonderful resource. This is what she does. She helps find homes for pigs that in need, and realize that it's not going to be most likely an overnight thing. It could take several months to find a good home. So try not to be, this shouldn't be an emergency, right? We need to take the time to really find a good home. And my 7th tip is, only get a pig from somebody who wants it back if you can't keep it. That really would solve all your problems, right? Get the pig from a reputable breeder or rescue. These breeders and rescues will have you sign a contract when you get a pig from them saying, if I can't keep this pig, then I will bring it back to you. And it's going to save you a lot of frustration, of stress, and having to feel this pressure on your shoulders of finding your pig a new home. So remember, pigs bond very deeply. They're emotional beings. They need a home that ideally would keep them for their entire life. They don't do well bounced around. They need the security of a strong leader forever, for their entire life. And if at all possible, keep your pig. Just move them outside. That really is an ideal situation if you're struggling with a pig in the house. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to put it in the comments below, and I will be back next week.